This is Bobby. She considers a man sexy if he's a pilot. We showed her videotapes of these three single men, and she picked one as her date. Which one did she choose? Which will our audience choose?
And this is Charles. The first time he was here, he chose this woman as his date and didn't have a very good time. Now he's back again to tell us about his date with this woman, who the audience chose. Now, here to tell us more about Love Connection is our host, Chuck Woolery.
Welcome to Love Connection. There are more than 60 million single adults in the United States, so here on Love Connection, we've got a new way for singles to meet. Here's how it works. We've compiled a videotape library of hundreds of attractive and available single people. Now, we select some of those singles and we show them 3 videotapes. After they watch the tapes, they choose the one they're most attracted to and go out on a date. Then they come here and they tell us what happened on their date. So let's begin. Let's meet a woman who selected a date from our video library. She was raised in California. She likes skiing and dancing. Meets most of her dates in the jacuzzi. Please welcome Bobby Christensen. Hi, Bobby. All right, honey. Sit real close to me now so I don't lose you in all those pillows, okay? You meet most of your dates in a jacuzzi. Here, let me have that thing.
Can I move it?
Yeah,
Can I
throw that
sort
baby out of here. Who cares? You meet most of your dates in a jacuzzi?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Actually, well, where I live, there's a jacuzzi in the building that I live in, and I get very wound up in my job. So at night, I'd go down there, and there are only men, usually. I don't know, women are
Okay,
afraid
now
to
that's
go
the
down
story
there.
for TV. What's the real story?
That's the truth. That's the truth. It's the truth, I swear.
Okay. Now, do you date a lot?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was dating a lot. I'm not dating now. I was dating a whole lot. I was being wined and dined and fed, and I got fat. That's one of the problems with dating. You eat a lot. You do.
All right. Now we know a little bit more about you. We're going to go over here, and we're going to show you a portion of the tapes that Bobby saw, okay? Now pay very close attention, because you're going to get to vote again. First, there was Frederick. He was raised in Europe. He likes to pamper women, and here's what he says about himself.
I'm not very... I haven't been very outgoing. I mean, you know, I'm not the person who goes to a party and tries to pick up a girl. I never was. I never will. So I guess they sense it, you know, and they come on to me. And I had some very good experiences that way.
Good.
And I like aggressive women, too.
And next there was Martin. He's from Philadelphia. He likes photography and good food, and he tells us about some of the women that he's dated.
I've dated ladies with PhDs and women who, you know, haven't dropped out of high school, and young women, old women. I think my most disastrous date was probably with a younger woman, and I'm very leery about going out with younger women. She turned out to be a sex maniac.
Whoa, and finally there was Jack. Now, Jack's from Arizona. He likes tennis and hates phonies. He's just getting back into the swing of things, so he says.
I just moved from Arizona to California, so I haven't been dating in about the last month. So, but normally, on a normal basis, I'd say 2, maybe 3 times a month. I meet him usually playing tennis, going to parties, through friends, and dancing. I do like to dance. Dancing is a lot of fun. I enjoy dancing very much.
All right, now before we find out who Bobby chose as her date, let's see all 3 men once again, okay? First there was Frederick. Now he's a commercial artist. He's 40 years old. Then there was Martin. He's 44 years old, a computer representative. Finally, there was Jack. He's 39, and he's an accountant. Okay, audience, here we go again. It's time to vote. Now, who do you think's the best man for Bobby? Here in the studio and at home, please make your choice right now. Okay, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to find out who you selected and everything that happened on their date. We'll be right back. Now, in a little while, we're going to find out who the audience chose, but right now, let's find out who Bobby selected, okay? Bobby, who'd you select?
Martin.
You selected Martin. All right. On Love Connection, we always hear both sides of the date, and Martin's backstage, so let's welcome Martin Dodge. Hiya, Martin. Martin, I'm going to get back to you in just a minute now. Bobby, why did you pick Martin?
Because he had a terrific sense of humor.
He did?
Yeah.
And that was it?
Well, he really did.
Okay. I believe you. I really do. I believe you. Martin.
Yeah?
Now, you'd never seen Bobby before. What was your first impression of her after your experience with a younger woman who was a sex maniac?
Well, I don't know if Bobby's a sex maniac yet.
Oh.
It's a good thing she was talking when she answered the door, because I would have said, is your mother home? Instead, I said something really stupid. I said, boy, are you short.
Okay, tell us about your date, honey.
Well, we went out to the beach for dinner. And I thought we'd have a nice romantic dinner by the ocean, but 100 people on this bus drove up, so we had a long wait for dinner.
Oh, my gosh.
So
they all got him ahead of you.
Those are best laid plans. And then we went out to the Santa Monica, well, we went out to a pier, and we walked along the pier and watched people fishing and just kind of talked and got to know each other. And then we thought we'd go listen to some jazz. And then what happened, on the freeway, 2 cars stopped on the freeway. Look out on these freeways. And I was looking to get into the left lane.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't go into the left lane because there was a car coming, and so Martin saw that these cars were in front of us, and he said, look out. So I pulled over. I missed him, but I hit the railing on the side and dented my fender. Looked like $200, ended up $900. But anyway, it was terrible.
Goodness.
But so then we decided we weren't in the mood for music.
Well, let me see how Martin is at this point. Martin, jump in here, boy. This is just not your average date here.
No, it wasn't. I figured I'd bought the farm.
You figured you'd bought the farm? Okay.
He was very calm, really.
He still is.
Wonderful. He got out and checked it out, and it was fine in the car.
Yeah. Well, she thought I'd got out to run away.
Did you really think you got out?
I wouldn't get back in the car if I were you. I would just stay out.
That's great. What happened next now?
Well, so then we decided we needed to relax, so we went back to my place and got into our suits and went over to the jacuzzi.
Oh, I see. Now, Martin, were you ready for suits and the jacuzzi?
Well, no, I wasn't ready for suits, but there were about 10 other people there, so I guess.
Oh, did you get? Well, you obviously didn't have any romance in the jacuzzi, or anything with 10 people around, did you?
No.
No.
Well, I massaged your feet.
Very romantic in a way to massage your feet. Did you like that?
I love it.
What happened next?
Well, then we said goodnight.
Right there at the jacuzzi.
We just, no. We went back and, you know, changed, and it was about 2 in the morning.
Oh, very late.
And
10 people in the
this was
jacuzzi at 2 in the
night.
morning?
We both had to be at work the next day.
I got to find out where you live. This place is very busy. All right, so that pretty much was the end of your date, huh? Sounds like it was kind of interesting anyway.
It was fun.
You had a car wreck and jacuzzi at 2 o'clock in the
was
morning and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out who the audience picked for you. I think that may be kind of interesting.
Very interested.
Now, let's see, okay? Who the audience picked? Jack by a large percentage, 62. Yeah, Jack. Now, Bobby, I realize that you picked Martin. The audience has picked Jack. Would you like to go out with Jack? We'll pay for it if you'd like to go out with him. You would? Ah, hey, listen, you know, good choices. This lady dates a lot of people. Sure. All right. Well, listen, I don't think it'd be bad to bring Martin out. Sounds like you guys had a pretty good time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, let's bring him out and say hello to Martin and goodbye, too. Come on out, Martin. She just wants a free date. Listen, I want to thank both of you all for being on Love Connection. Sit down, Martin. Relax just a minute. And how do you? Well, yeah. Well, one other question. How do you feel about her going out with Jackie? Jack? Is that right?
Well, that's okay.
That's okay. Now, you got a telephone. You can always call her back, right?
Right.
Sure. Okay. You'd had to pay for it anyway. Thank you both. We have a nice gift for both of you. Thank you very much. And we're going to come right back with just another couple in just a minute. Just watch.
Shop the Labor Day sale at Sherwin-Williams and transform your space with color. Get 35% off paints and stains with sale prices starting at $31.84. Hurry in August 22nd through September 4th. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
If you're going to open a high-yield savings account, don't you think the return should be high? At OpenBank, open an account today and get 4.2% APY. Dare we say it's the GOAT of high-yield savings accounts. You're smart like that. OpenBank by Santander.
Music up, doors off, shades on. Jeep, this is how summer rolls. one.
Times roll. Let the good times roll. Let it roll, let it roll. Hey. Let the good times roll.
This is an unfinished film. You can take over as director if you like. There are some scenes missing, but that's so you can try out some of your ideas. Literally anything is possible. The world is what you make it.
Was here before. He's back again to tell us about his second date on Love Connection. Now, he likes volleyball, tennis, and backpacking, and he says that on his first date, he always keeps his fingers crossed. Please welcome Charles Lane.
Now, before we get to your second date, let's talk a little bit about your first date, okay? I remember you had a problem with your back or something, right?
Well, just the day before the date, I twisted my back, and it was an excruciating pain. Now it's nice to talk about it. At the time, it wasn't funny. It was terrible. But I was.
You literally spent this entire date in traction almost, didn't you?
I decided to
stretching your back.
Oh, it was tough. The first time she saw me, for instance, I was hanging from a tree. Because I had found that the only way I could get relief from my back is either lying flat on the floor or hanging. So we met in a parking lot.
What did your date think of this, by the way?
Well, she was a good sport about it, actually. She thought it was very strange, but, you know, every time I had a chance, I would hang from something to relieve my back, and the whole date was
hanging around
the
entire date, weren't you?
The whole date.
Now, our audience that day thought you should have chosen a different woman, if you remember, and her name is Eileen. You agreed to take the audience's advice, and you went out with her. And what did you think of her when you first met her?
Well, when I saw her questionnaire, one thing I picked up right away, she said she liked people that are well-dressed, and she said any man that wears polyester, she wouldn't want to have anything to do with him. So before our date, I was very careful to look at everything I had on and make sure I had no polyester. So she opens the door, and she's wearing a double-knit polyester jacket. And
maybe didn't want the competition. I tell you what, Eileen is backstage, and we should hear from her. So let's welcome Eileen Kernis. Hi, Eileen. Eileen. How are you?
I'm fine
Good.
now.
What'd you think of Charles?
Charles or the date?
I beg pardon?
Well, when he first came to the house, he was half an hour late. And I have a pet peeve about people being late, so that started off kind of bad. And he told me it was because he couldn't find the building, which I really didn't believe, but, you know, okay. And then it got worse from there. We were supposed to go down to Mexico to have lunch at a place a friend of mine told me about that serves wonderful lobster. And so we started out, and about half an hour out, we had a flat tire. And I started thinking, well, maybe somebody's trying to tell me something. Maybe I shouldn't be going on this date. But I thought, okay, Eileen, you know, you can handle it. So we kept going. And right before we crossed the border into Mexico, we stopped for gas. And the car stalled out. It was because he hadn't put water in the battery. So then, I thought,
just a moment, Eileen.
Yeah.
I know you can't see me, so I have to interrupt you verbally.
Sure.
Has your car ever done this before, Charles?
Well, it wasn't my car. It was a borrowed car. Oh. So there were some things I didn't know about it. And when you go to Mexico, you don't want to take a good car. So
you borrowed an old gun. So what happened next, Eileen?
Okay, well, then we went to have lunch, and lunch was fine, except that it was a very hot day. And so Charles had to wait outside until they brought the food because he was like getting the vapors. And so, but
Vapors, it was smoke. You wouldn't believe the smoke in the place.
I didn't think it was that bad. It kind of had a little crazy atmosphere. It wasn't bad. So then on our way back, we stopped a couple times to get something to drink. And he'd walk out the door and let me pay for my own drink. I mean, it was milk, it was 60 cents, it was no big deal, you know, but I thought, well, I thought I'm a lady, I should have, a man pay for him. And he had the money for the date.
Hold on, Eileen. Hold on just a second. Charles, you've heard everything she said. Did you not pay for some of her food and drinks and stuff?
I don't remember that part, but I do remember that the lobster, the so-called wonderful lobster, was deep fat fried lobster or something. The oiliest, greasiest, worst lobster I've ever had.
Oh.
She was delighted about it. We did not see eye to eye on that lobster. And not only that, the place was not that exciting. It was, like she said, it was very hot and very smoky and
you're not having a good time, Charles.
Well, Well,
Eileen.
Yes.
What happened next?
Okay, well, but when we finally started going home, I don't know if he wasn't feeling well, so I don't know if he was in a rush to get home because he wasn't feeling well, but he drove like a bat out of hell and scared the hell out of me. I was digging my hands into the car because I thought, any minute I know, I said, God, I don't want to die this way. I have a few good years left in me.
Listen, she worries about a lot of things, like even
running in a truck and stuff like
that. I'm a very good driver. I've never had any accident that I've caused myself, and of course I didn't explain that to her. But I'm a very good driver, and she just is maybe because she didn't know me very well, but she worried about a lot of things.
Well, I've never driven with anybody that drove that fast in my life, especially on a freeway.
Well, now you made it past the yellow line, so to speak. What happened next?
Well, he brought me home and dropped me off the door, and that was it. We said goodnight, or arrivederci, bye. And it just was not the greatest date of my entire lifetime, I can tell you that.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, how would you rate this date on a scale from 1 to 10, Charles?
1 to 10?
Yeah.
About a 2.5.
I'd give it a little less, but that's okay.
Well, I guess there's no reason to ask if you'd like another date with Eileen, I suppose, huh?
Maybe I'll pass.
Gee, Eileen, I wish things had worked out a little bit better. I'm sorry that they didn't.
That's the way it goes sometimes. You win a few, you lose a few. This was a great loss.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, what can I say? Looks like the audience's choice was much better than yours, Charles. We do have a nice gift for you and want to thank you very much, but now the next time, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Let's meet another woman who chose a date from our video library. She likes to sing in the shower, practice dance steps in the mirror, and she says she can't wait to get married for the 4th time. Please welcome Lovey Dash. Lovey Dash. Hello, Lovey.
Is Lovey your real name or is it a nickname?
No, it's a real name. I was named after a bird.
What kind of bird?
A parakeet.
Called Lovey.
Yeah, I was the only child in the hospital without a name. And when I was ready to be taken home, the nurse said, she's as lovely as my Lovey. My mother said, what's a Lovey? She said, my bird. My mother said, perfect. And that was it.
Well, now, Lovey, you're only 32.
Right.
You've been married 3 times.
Right.
What's your big hurry to get married again? How long has it been since you've been married?
Oh, well, let's see. The last time, it's been 7 months, and I have to tell you, I'm ready to get married again. I'm exhausted. I have to get some sleep.
You stay in touch with your ex-husbands? I mean, you got 3 of them.
Only through my attorneys.
Ah. How long did your last marriages last?
Which one?
Well, how long did your marriages last altogether, all 3 of them?
Oh, well, that's hard to figure out. I've been doing this for 11 years, and The last one lasted for about 11 months, only because he was French. When I figured out what he was finally saying...
Thanks for sharing that with us. Let's take a look at the men that Lovey had to choose from. Now, audience, watch closely, because we're going to ask you to vote again. First, there was Chuck. He's from Alabama. He says he's tired of being a lawyer, and here's why he decided to get divorced.
Well, I was crawling out of this club one night, one girl on one side, one girl on the other, and I looked at both of them, and then I went directly to a payphone, called her up, and said, Carol, I cannot come home tonight. That's it. I just can't do it. I wasn't built for marriage at that time.
Next, there was Peter. Peter says he's lazy sometimes. He's looking for a woman who's ready to settle down. And here's what else she should have.
Have a good body, I guess. Buxom. Buxom, and have a nice, good shape about her bottom torso. But mainly just the sincerity and that joy, the sparkling in the eyes that some people have. I just go nuts for it.
Don't you love this? Finally, you watch Daniel. Daniel likes to spend time alone. He practices yoga and meditation, and here's some more about it.
I'm very much drawn to beauty, but the inner beauty has to be there. Model-type beauty doesn't interest me. You know, mannequin beauty doesn't interest me. I like real beauty, something which is, you look through the window of the eyes, and you can see something going on inside that's alive and that's passionate. I love women who are joyous, you know, who appreciate the abundance of life, the magic of life, excited, you know.
Before we find out who Lovey chose as her date, let's see all three of these men once again. First, there was Chuck. He's a 34-year-old attorney. Then Peter, he's an auditor, and he's 32. Finally, Daniel, he's also 34, and he's a photographer. Okay, audience, it's time to vote again. Who do you think's the best man for Lovey? Please make your choice right now. Okay, the audience has made its choice, but we're out of time, so we're going to have to wait till tomorrow to meet the man that you selected. I can't wait, frankly.
Me too.
Can you come back?
I sure can.
Good. I'll tell you what, that's our show for today. This is Chuck Woolery. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
Some guests on Love Connection will receive one of the following. New Glade Spin Fresh Air Freshener. Continuous bathroom freshness plus an automatic burst of fragrance when you spin it. New Glade Spin Fresh. Or a tote bag from Pan Am. Across the country and around the world, from Antigua to Zurich, Boston to Bombay. Pan Am, you can't beat the experience. Or a versatile, full-valued R106 10-channel public service scanner radio. Scan for the action with Regency. Or dry dusting scatters dust, but a touch of Pledge on your cloth gathers dust. So get more out of dusting with original scent Pledge. For Love Connection, this is Rod Roddy.